So this is my first photo for this presentation. Culture familiarity is interpretations of what we see that each person learns from birth. Culture codes can be imposed from a cultural and social perspective, a specific geographical country perspective, a regional perspective, a location perspective, a family perspective. So this picture may mean more to people specifically in Georgia because culturally they probably, being Martin Luther King Jr. being from Georgia, they probably have a lot more knowledge on him, or African American people anywhere, because he was fighting for their rights, for oppressed people and their rights. So the emotional appeal of this photo is he's obviously widely known and popular. It obviously states the method of nonviolent resistance is one of the most potent, if not the most potent, weapon available to oppress people in their struggle for freedom. This should appeal to people's emotions because today there are protests all over, and a lot of them aren't nonviolent. A lot of them are violent, and this should hit home for some of these people to, stop and listen to Martin Luther King Jr.'s words here. Metonymic is from the theory, or it's the study of signs and symbols. There is a classification of signs. So for this, a sign is a visual mark or part of a language that denotes another thing. An icon is a pictorial image or symbol used to represent objects and actions and concepts. An icon resembles the thing it represents, or at a minimum shares a quality with it. It can be a photograph, a pictorial representation, an elemental, visual, arbitrary, or symbolic. So this photo specifically is an icon for people who are still fighting Martin Luther King's fight today. A symbol is an image that has an arbitrary or controversial relationship between the signifier and the thing signified. We decode meaning through learned associations. This is the photo I chose for India. So with this, in India, you're taught from birth that women they listen to what they're told. Their hair isn't necessarily their right what to do with. Like, you can go out and color your hair, do whatever you want, but this sign right here says my hair, my right. There were cases in India of braid choppers who were drugging women and cutting off their hair. But India is one of the most racist countries. In this picture, it shows people with multiple signs that all these women they want justice. They want multiple different things. This one, is it even worth protesting? Is protesting even worth it? So they're obviously tired of fighting to get what the men in India have.